Warning, the views and beliefs in the following program does not reflect the views of Boom Broadcasting. We give full creative control to our creators and do not believe in cancel culture. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday night. Viewer discretion is advised.
Live from the MOWM studio, Boom Broadcasting presents The Nightcap. And your host of The Nightcap, mouthing off with Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Nightcap here on Boom Broadcasting, hosted by yours truly, mouthing off with Mike. And you have been hearing the rumblings of this trivia tournament hosted by Four Sides of the Ring. So I had to call in one side of Four Sides of the Ring here tonight for the Nightcap. That's my man, Chano. And believe it or not, sometimes enemies and rivals can be really good friends. I've got one half of me and the Prez's opponents for 3-count trivia round one coming at you next week. I've got Rick 8-Bit. Fellas, how the hell are you?
Good,
feeling
man.
good. Somehow we're all awake.
Yeah, it's Friday, but we made it. It's the weekend. I got a week off from work, so I'm about to celebrate and not do a damn thing.
I love that, channel. I love that for you. Fellas, it has been a long week for all of us, probably all of you watching this. Tonight, before we go ahead and before we break down and get into the action here tonight, I got to let you know, folks, we're doing the SmackDown Nightcap now. And then immediately following, after the Nightcap concludes, we are going to be doing some Wrestledream predictions. And by we, I mean Chano and me from Four Sides of the Ring are going to do some Wrestledream predictions. Rick 8-Bit is going to hop out, study a little bit for that first round trivia matchup we've got next week. I heard booking like a mark. Told him to do some homework. So he's going to hop out. And then after a little bit of a brief intermission, while I set everything up for Wrestledream, we will be live doing those predictions for tomorrow's pay-per-view. Fellas, should we talk some SmackDown, though, first?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. I like it, fellas.
Let's do it.
Let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Jimmy Uso and the OTC kicking off SmackDown for the first time in a couple weeks here. Jimmy Uso is back after 6 months. Now, fellas, talk to me. Rick, what did you think about this opening segment of SmackDown?
I think it was good. It helps set. If after watching everything, it really set up the night, which is good because you could kind of see where they're going with the story and everything. I think it was good. That my best part was yeet, no yeet. They dropped a lot of one-liners on us this episode. To me, I think that's the best one because that really helped with the story.
Okay, I like it, Rick. All right, Chano. I've called you a few times, hater of the year, longest running member of the hater of the year club. I think it's like five years running now, last I heard. What do you think about this opening segment?
Nah, it was great, man. I love the pop for Jimmy. I'm not going to lie, guys. I popped like my brother-in-law and my wife, they were watching Bad Blood with me. And I was like, Jimmy's going to come out. Jimmy's going to come out. Jimmy came out. I popped. I lost my mind. And the thing is, sometimes my wife forgets that Jimmy's a twin and Jay's on Raw. She was like, "Why are you saying he's back? We just saw him on Monday." I was like, "No." I was like, "No, he's a twin. He's a twin. This is Jimmy. That was Jay." So it's good to see that. It's good to see Jimmy get love. You know what I mean? It's amazing. The full baby first turn is complete for him. It was amazing to see him and Roman still have that energy, and Jimmy telling him, listen, like, we're not the ones. We missing one. We missing one. And it was always like, okay, they're going to get Jimmy into the fold. How are they going to get Jimmy into the fold? And now we got to see Roman grovel a little bit, but listen, I know I jumped you a couple times. So Jimmy's going to have to be like, listen, I know I cost you a couple title opportunities back to back to back. But listen, you a champion now. You did it without me. I'm sorry. Can we go kick up Baby Brother's ass one time for the one time?
All right. I mean, not wrong. I mean, I agree with Rick 100%. Love the. We need him with Jimmy. We need him, and the crowd starts yeeting, and then Roman with just the perfect tone, inflection. No yeet. Like, come on, like perfect. Like Rick said, perfect additions to the storytelling. Chano, you're 100% right. The babyface turn for Jimmy is official. It's complete. It's about Roman now because he doesn't fall into he's kind of playing the tweener right now. He doesn't know which side he's gonna go. If he has to bust out the old Roman or this new version of Roman to combat Solo Sikoa and the Tongans and Jacob Fatu, Mr. I love you, Solo. I like this opening segment of SmackDown. It gets right into the main event, which is Jimmy and Solo tonight, which we'll talk about in a few minutes.
I have a little thing. Wrestling is kind of weird to me, right? So now you're an adult, you can use like logical and rational thought process. So like after like Bad Blood and after Jimmy saved Roman, then it went back. You just expect me to believe these boys just didn't have a conversation at all for 6 days, and they just waited until SmackDown. They just dapped it up at the door, like, all right, Brody, I see you on Friday. Now I see you on Friday. And they just let it be. Like, damn, bro, y'all really like this. Could have been
you need to start your own thing with this.
Yeah,
you start your
100%.
own logical like Twitter. 100%, you need to.
Bro, just like. Think about it. Like, generally think about it. It was like, all right, Brody, I see you shining. No, I see you shining. You changing. And it's like, what? It's like, bro, what's... You guys could have had this conversation on the ride back to the hotel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not for nothing. Roman was like, yeah, listen, we was eating good. You wanted to look for a house? I said, get all the houses. And it's mad funny because I don't know if you noticed in the main event, Jimmy was wearing a brolic Cuban, you know what I mean? And he was wrestling with the Cuban. I was like, oh, Jimmy got money that he doesn't care if this gets ruined or not.
He's on that NFL shit, bro. He's on that NFL rocking the thickest Cuban link chain and getting that shit ripped off.
I was like, yo, Roman was a lion. But he didn't get all the houses. He got all the chains.
Nah, dude, I totally forgot about Roman hitting him with you can buy whatever you want. You buy whatever, you can have whatever you like. Buy all the houses. Dude, I mean, seeing that version of Roman, you know, where he's like, he's talking for himself, you know, most of the time. He's cracking some kind of in-between jokes here and there. I think this is gonna be a very, very unique version of the tribal chief character. The babyface version, I guess, but I love it, dude. I love Chano's breakdowns. Chano, you're going to start your own logic-based wrestling Twitter where you just apply real-world logic to what happens in wrestling. Just dry as hell.
Honestly, bro, it would be lengthy. I would hit 10,000 tweets before the month is up because things just don't make sense. Like, I'm an adult now.
I'm pretty sure we could get a GoFundMe to fund you. We'll fund you for premium. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll get you the premium. Like an Elon Musk over here. Oh my God. Booking Like a Mark speaking, say his name, and he has peers. Looking forward to the Wrestledream predictions, Mike. Just for clarification, will those be on the Boom Broadcasting YouTube or Mouthing Off with Mike? I'll refer to you as the classic Ortega Girl commercial. Why not both? Because they're on both, ladies and gentlemen. We're currently streaming live on Boom Broadcasting and Mouthing Off with Mike. That's what we like to call in the business world a little corporate synergy. You know, you got two brands coming together to make one powerhouse. You know what I'm saying? A little WWE, UFC, TKO merger. We're talking Boom, MOWM. A little merger here for tonight.
Listen, I'm starting to think Mark is a paid advert because he just plugged that in real nicely. He's like, yeah, so these predictions, where are we finding them?
He knows, man. He knows the business. My man Mark, looking like a Mark. He's a businessman doing business these days when you're talking the wrestling podcast content game. You better go check him out. You better go check Rick 8-Bit out. You better go check out Four Sides of the Ring. You better go check out 3 Count Trivia. I'm 3 margaritas deep on the nightcap. So yeah, we're just having fun. Unbeknownst to the people, there's your breaking news.
It's not even 7:30 yet, Mike. What are we doing?
Listen, I got to celebrate the Yankees winning last night, going to the ALCS. You know, I didn't get a chance to celebrate last night. It was a Thursday night. What do you think I am? I'm a hardworking man. I'm a working man.
It's always orange and blue skies, and since my Red Sox ain't in it, and I refuse to root for the Yankees, I might got to bring out my Mets jersey from like 03. It's an extra medium because I was like 6 years old, 6, 7 years old, but still.
I actually busted this out.
Hey.
That's actually really cool.
Is that from WWE night with at City?
Probably.
Has to be.
Yeah.
WrestleMania Access. Way back in the day.
Right.
And I got it, cool. and I refuse to wear it. I refuse to wear it. Certain shirts, you will always buy certain shirts you will never wear. And as a sports fan, you will always buy double jerseys. So one you wear and one you keep.
He's not wrong, dude. I got some WWE merch and wrestling tees that I just don't wear. I've got some gems, dude, that I'm like, I'm gonna save these, later on, sell for my college funds, my kids' college funds or something like that, or wear them when I'm older, if they still fit. Hopefully they're not schmediums like the Mets jersey from when Channel was 6.
It was from 03, man. Where you want me to fit my arm in it? I was in elementary school.
I think we could pull like triple the viewers if you put on the schmediums.
I'm telling you, as soon as I go like this, it's gonna pop.
hey, yo, we got. There's another website we could get you on. Probably make some good money. Listen, this is what happens when you get Chano, Rick, myself. The Prez was at SmackDown tonight. So if you go to Boom Broadcasting socials on Instagram and Twitter, he was posting all sorts of fun clips and pictures from SmackDown tonight. Got to show love to the Prez, man. He keeps the lights on, I guess, for the nightcap, so to speak. But we could probably do it in the dark, Logan James is in the building. There it is, man. Frequent flyer of the nightcap. Love the guy. He's not surprised to Rhea and Liv showing up on SmackDown. Oh, that's a good little segue here, but we're gonna get there because I want to talk a little U.S. title action here with Carmelo Hayes and L.A. Knight. Yeah. Let's go to Chano Hayes. As you know, Chano Hayes. If you are over the age of 45, unless there's 2 exceptions, but he don't like you. So talk to the people, Chano.
I'm not gonna hold you. Every time I see LA Knight wrestle, I remember why I'm not an LA Knight fan. But for the most part, it was a good match for Melo. Melo really showed out. It's just, I don't know, man. It was a good title match, but I still liked him and Andrade's match a little bit more. I didn't like the fact that Melo lost relatively cleanly. Commentary tried to be like, oh, he was distracted, but it wasn't enough to really affect the match. You know what I mean? And that kind of sucks for Melo in a sense. And so it doesn't have my outlook looking great for Melo. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm not a big LA Knight guy, so I don't care much for the guy. But I will say, begrudgingly, it hurts my heart to say this. This is probably the best the U.S. title has been booked in like 3 years.
Facts. What do you got, Rick?
I agree with them. I mean, it's the best booking for the U.S. title. My issue with this is they don't have a challenger for LA Knight, and the hottest feud right now is Eldrane and Hayes, and they're trying to not like force it upon it, but they're trying to stretch it out. So let's put them in. Let's give them chances for the title. They're not going to win it. We're logically thinking. So I hope that they find a new challenger soon, that they can actually build a good storyline, because before you know it, you got Survivor Series and then you have the road to WrestleMania, and you just can't keep throwing like small matches for a U.S. champion. You need a big feud.
Yeah,
Ultimately, I will have to say about that. What's unfortunate is SmackDown has this issue where they don't have heels. They don't have a lot of heels. So it's hard to book something for a baby face. You know what I mean? Like it's relatively hard. Like, what do you do to create more heels? Right? We have the KO angle, which is cool. You know what I mean? But that's like KO main title picture. Like mid card heels is limited. You got Santos. He already beat Santos. Carmelo Hayes. He already beat Melo. Andrade's a tweener. He already beat Andrade. You have the Street Profits which is a face. That's not really going to work for them. DIY, they both faces. Not really going to work for them. So you're kind of really running in a void. Do you feed Tama Tonga, Loa, Jacob Fatu? Do you relegate Solo from going to the world title to the mid-card title? They don't. It's not like a lack of talent because they have the talent, but it's more they're face heavy. They're extremely face heavy, and it's like they don't know really where to go. I've always liked the brand dynamics where the main champion and the mid card champion they were opposite things. So mid card champion's a face, world champion's a heel, world champion's a baby face, mid card title's a heel. This way they don't overlap with opponents because we kind of saw that with KO. You know what I mean? KO was fighting for the U.S. title WrestleMania season. Boom, world title picture, and like it's believable because we know the type of wrestler and the character that KO has. But if somebody's brand new to wrestling, like, yo, this man just lost 2 matches to Logan Paul and he's getting a world title match. I didn't remember the last time I saw a man's won a singles match. So it's a little hard to try to intertwine them both. So once that draft comes up, hopefully for Netflix, hopefully they swap people and they help each other out because Raw is heel heavy, and SmackDown needs a couple.
I agree. There's not that we were just talking about it earlier this week on the Nightcap. I believe it was me and Torn from Black Master Constellations. We talked about how thin, the heel side is on SmackDown. There's not that many. Tonight they tried to reintroduce us to Santos Escobar. And we got a great little segment there backstage. But yeah, LA Knight and Andrade was a better match. Andrade though, very funny hitting Melo with the put the fries in the bag that Melo hit him with a few weeks ago. So I thought that was a little slick interaction. What basically, inevitably, we all clamored for it. We're getting it. Melo, Andrade, as Nick Aldis put it, Game 7 takes place here, probably maybe next week on SmackDown, maybe the week after. But we knew that was the direction they were going. I do agree, though. They've got a better rivalry for the number one contenders for the U.S. title than they have a rivalry with the U.S. championship, which I see that point very clear. Fellas, tonight,
I got a question for you guys.
Shoot.
With AJ, we don't know if it's a work or if it's legit. Do you think he was actually slated to try again for that U.S. title with Knight?
So it came out saying that the first injury was supposed to be a work, but the secondary injury was legit. And I sent the picture to Mike immediately after, and I was like, he never planted his foot when he was putting Melo over his knee. He never planted his foot. So right now he has like a Lindsfrack injury, what they reported it as. Who knows if that's what the legitimate injury is? But I don't know. I don't know what the plans for AJ was. I would have liked to see them give AJ one last hurrah in the world title picture. But honestly, I would have, more than AJ finishing up in WWE, I would have loved for them to send AJ to TNA for 6 months and retire as a TNA world champion. You know what I mean? Just as a giant thank you. We never thought we would have this opportunity to do so, but now we do.
Yeah.
To kind of like give you a last hurrah. Like if you want to win the title here, that's fine. But we're more than fine sending you to TNA, become the world champion, and retire as a TNA world champion where you started your career at.
I feel like in the fantasy booking realm, that'd be the ultimate dream, for AJ Styles. I feel like that's a storybook ending. We talk a lot about wrestlers not getting to retire on their own terms, and if AJ could retire in the future on his own terms, doing something like that, I think it'd be fantastic. So I guess we'll find out if AJ Styles legit, half legit, some legit with that injury. So I don't know, fellas. But what really irritated me tonight on SmackDown, though, was that we were getting the debut of Lash Legend and Jakar Jackson. And Kevin Owens interrupted their entrance. And the match didn't really get that much time. So I'm a little upset as a big fan of Lash Legend, Jakar Jackson, and the metaphor. I feel like I have to kind of give the energy to Tornwood here in this situation. not exactly what I would like to have saw. Let them get their full entrance. Why is Kevin Owens interrupting? We know Kevin Owens is got a whole thing with Cody. They could have waited till after the match. Why right now during the women's entrance?
Yo, shout out to Black Mass Constellation, because I know them girls were bugging out the moment KO broke up their time.
Oh my God. I'm
not only they love their women's wrestlers, they love their NXT wrestlers. So I know they were going crazy. But it was cool. It was cool seeing the main roster. I was surprised when they announced it. I'm like, SmackDown? I was like, okay. Listen, the KO thing kind of makes sense, only defending KO, because it kind of seemed like it didn't really matter whose segment he was interrupting. He was going to get in that ring and get his piece off.
True.
You know what I mean? And it kind of gave us that Randy Orton feedback, so which kind of puts Cody and KO on the back burners. So after Crown Jewel, so maybe Survivor Series. You know what I mean? So it kind of gives us that setup. So now we're not like, oh my God, when are we gonna get Cody KO? Okay. KO and Randy need to settle their issue and have their match probably at Crown Jewel first, and then after Cody's free, that's probably the Survivor Series match 2 weeks later.
Probably. What are your thoughts, Rick?
Makes sense. It makes sense, and it fits Triple H's plan with 5 to 6 matches. Unfortunately, we already know 2 of them, so all we have to do is figure out what the last 4 are. It makes sense, and I completely agree with you. I don't know why they shorted it for time when they're calling up talent from the NXT roster. I think that was just a low blow move on their part.
Yeah, I thought it was weird. Tommy Feds, what's going on, good brother? He thinks that's going to come back around in a big way for them. Maybe Triple H said, "Hey, look, you do me a solid tonight. Let me run this story during your kind of match, your debut. I'll get you back later on the line. Maybe." Good brother booking like a mark here said Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin are in a face tag team when they're both former U.S. champions. They could both turn heel, and there's 2 viable challengers. There it is. Right there.
Here's the thing about that, right? So here's my issue with WWE booking for heels. WWE heels, that's not a champion. They don't win matches. So they're pointless heels. I hate a heel that is pointless. If you're a heel and you can't win a match to prove that you're a heel without outside interference, right? Because essentially those are the only heels that win. If you have a group behind you that helps you win outside interference. These heels aren't winning matches on their own accord, just doing dirty shit like holding onto ropes, schoolboy thing, holding the trunks. Like, they don't win that way anymore. Heels don't win matches. I feel like people barely care about Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews as it is now, as faces in a tag team. So if you was to turn them heel, you'd be like, okay, feed him to the best man. You know what I mean? It isn't. So
go ahead and feed it to the best man.
It's rough, man. Theoretically you could, but odds of it being successful, I just don't have much faith in it.
Hey, that's fair. I'm not gonna fault you on that. It is what it is, man. But we'll say though, shout out to Kevin Owens, absolute classic KO work here tonight, fellas. You saw that shirt he was wearing, right? A little American Dream, Dusty Rhodes shirt.
Wasn't that so petty?
Wasn't
so petty? He called them. I will say, Kevin Owens probably has the most impressive collection of wrestling T-shirts I have ever seen on a wrestler. You know what I mean? Half the shit he wears, I'm like, where can I get that shirt? But my man's is diabolical. Wearing an American Dream shirt, calling out his son after you jumped him like a week ago.
Nah, that's crazy, dude. I mean, I love me some KO, man. I'm never gonna. I should have wore the KO shirt tonight. I had to wear the Yankee jersey. We're celebrating still. But man, here he is. The Prez was awesome, fellas. The Prez was live in attendance
Hey,
in SmackDown. He's
what up, Mike?
probably in the parking lot right now. Probably, maybe he's watching Speed or something.
If he's in the
got a little-
parking lot, he needs to be careful for KO.
Yeah, you should watch out, man. KO's
He
beating
better
up everybody. I heard.
He better walk keeping his head.
Listen, Mike, I'm not gonna hold you. If you're in a parking lot and you see Kevin Owens and he's attacking people, take that ass whooping now and sue him for money later.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. You're
not taking the money? You're not taking that
I'm not
WWE
getting
cash
in a
out?
position to get my shit rocked by KO. That pop-up power bomb, bro. If there's an object, if there is I'm getting. It's over.
I will take it. I will be in a full body cast in that courtroom, taking up for every single thing I can.
You're an absolute sicko.
I'm gonna look like that man. I'm gonna look like that guy from SpongeBob with the full body cast on. I'm getting paid. Just know, I may be in pain and I may be hurt, but your boy go get some money. And we get an ice cream, boys. We getting some ice cream.
Listen, a couple of weeks ago, me and Chandler were talking about it. Randy Orton, RKO's your girl, and now we got Mike. Watch out! Make sure you get take the power bomb from Kevin Owens. You get some ice cream.
Listen. I'm very much about it in a sense. I will defend myself, but if there's an opportunity to secure the bag and get my ass beat for a little bit of change, I will do so gladly. I will gladly take anything. I will gladly get my ass beat, and then you will see me in 4 to 6 months because I'm coming for my bread. This ass whooping, you beat my ass, you got to give me some money.
Dog, I don't even know what to say on that because that used to be me, man. I used to be, trying to hope I'd get hit on that college campus so I could get a little paycheck here.
No, listen, regular pedestrians, they can get their ass beat. I don't give a fuck about them. But if I know you got a little bit of change, I'll take that ass whooping like a champion.
I know you got a little bit of change.
Listen, mama ain't raised no fool. If I can secure the bag, I will.
Oh my god! I think we should move on here to the actual match. That was pretty short. Jade and Bianca get the win. Rick's dead. He's done. He gives up. I don't really have much to say. I'm kind of upset about this whole situation.
It was enough for the crowd to get to know who they were. I felt like it was a test run for the Metaphor girls.
Saw you.
I don't think it was extremely negative. Any TV time is good TV time.
Okay.
And you saw the absolute, like, I'm not gonna hold you. Lash stood up next to Jade, and Lash was looking bigger, stronger, faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when Lash hits that main roster, she's gonna be a force to be reckoned with, and they're not gonna be able to hide her how they hide all the rest of these girls that come up from NXT. She's a big girl, and she deserves strong booking.
Wow. When she what do you call it? Suplexed Otis. That was it for me. I was like, that's it. She's the next one, man. Get her on. Like, what are we doing here? And they never never did nothing.
Give it 10 years. Give it 10 years. You're gonna see a whole bunch of 5'10" to 6'4" women in WWE, just behemoths, just Jack Diesel.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me one bit, dude. One bit. What do you think, Rick? What do you got? I mean, Triple H loves the muscle.
I think what I do see happening with this is they're going to kind of make it maybe a series, and Jade and Bianca are definitely going to be helping to build NXT a little. If you think back at the beginning of NXT, you had some main roster stars going back and everything. They're trying to build up ratings, so keep putting them. They know it's going to help them. They know they're going to help, the talent as well. So I think this is a good way to help advance the storyline without making anyone look weak.
All right. I mean, everyone's kind of speaking some facts here tonight. You got some positive spin from Chano. You got positive facts from Rick. I mean, all right, I'm gonna have to get on the positivity train here. Man, all right, we got more women to talk about here. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton are here, and we get an impromptu match between Nia Jax and Naomi, but Liv Morgan, Raquel, and Dom are here as well, and there's absolute chaos going down here, fellas. So let's talk about it. Let's start with Rick. Nia and Naomi. Naomi gets a surprise win, and all hell breaks loose. So what do you think's going on here?
I think this is going to be good. Yeah, I remember how you were talking to me with your predictions about Tiffany cashing in. If she doesn't cash in at Crown Jewel with all this chaos, they don't know how to book her. Simple as that. You're going to have both champions in the ring. You know Rhea's going to show up. You know someone else is going to show up. You're going to have enough chaos that she walks out. Tiffany Stratton will walk out with that belt. I don't know which belt, but she'll walk out with a belt at Crown Jewel.
If it's a triple threat match and she cashes in, aren't both belts on the line?
Yeah, I mean they're well. I mean, wait, what do you mean triple threat? Are you talking like we're throwing Naomi in the mix to this?
No, so I'm talking about at Crown Jewel when it's a 1-on-1 match with Liv and Nia Jax. And Tiffany cashes in the middle of the match, automatically making it a 3-way match because the match is already going on. Liv doesn't get nulled out the match. Like it doesn't go from like it's a singles match, you know what I mean? It's a singles match, another person enters and they use their contract. And so now it's a title match. Wouldn't it just be a triple threat match?
That's a great question.
No, it's not for either title though. It's not like the women's world title, and it's not like the WWE women's titles on the line. This is for the ChatGPT title.
Yeah, but it's a title, but it's a title match at any given moment. You could turn a regular singles 1-on-1 match with champions and potentially turn it into a triple threat match for both straps.
So you're saying, I see what you're saying. Tiffany cashes in on Liv and Nia because the contract stipulates, but it's the world title of your choosing. So she would have to specify when she cashes into the ref, and then Samantha would make the announcement. Tiffany's cashing in for the women's world title or WWE world's title. I would assume.
I think it would just be easy to just wait till the match is over to capitalize from there, honestly, because it feels like it could be a little bit of a shit show. But I do want to shout out the co-main event for this Friday Night SmackDown was another Bloodline match. Little underrated fact right there. The wife of Jimmy Uso and Nia Jax, who's a family member of the Anoa'i family. She is a cousin. Listen, back-to-back Bloodline matches. How lucky are we?
I mean, we're very. I mean, I've been saying for months. I said it in May on Mike's show, Out of Pocket, on a Top Rope Tuesday edition, where I was like, "Be great to see some women in the Bloodline." You know, we've got Nia, we've got Jimmy's wife Naomi, we've got maybe the Tongan twins. You know, I've said it a few times. It'd be great to see some women thrown up in the mix here.
I will say this though: the moment Liv came out, I was hyped not for Liv, for Dom. See my boy Dirty Dom, future world champion one day. Can't wait to see the strap on him.
It continues, ladies and gentlemen. The agenda continues. Oh,
and if you don't know what the agenda is Dom Mysterio as a world champion. And I will be there in the crowd with his family, full tears on. We did it. We finally did it. Just mad hype.
And I guess I'll just have to deal with it because they've been calling it for a while. I got my agenda has been fulfilled as of Tuesday. The Don won the NXT North American Championship. You know, it's been a good week. It's been a good week for you know, Italians and New York Yankee fans. So, you know, I'm thriving. I mean, if the Sun Devils pull off the upset tonight against Utah, I'm gonna be absolutely insufferable. You're gonna know. You probably should just mute me now because it's gonna be gross. Listen, fellas, looks like the Motor City Machine Guns are debuting next week on SmackDown against Los Garzas.
That's weird. They didn't. They said in Brooklyn. They said it debuted in Brooklyn. Now I guess they changed it to a week earlier.
They just they've seen the people talking. I bet probably seen everybody saying they knew.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm kind of bitter. I kind of want them to debut in Brooklyn. I'm being at that SmackDown. I wanted to see the debut of it. Nah, it would have been. It would have been dope. It would have been dope to see the debut. Now I'm a little bitter. I mean, I still get Roman, which makes the SmackDown worth it completely. But still, man. Still, I wanted to see the debut of the Motor City Machine Guns, so the crowd could figure out who they are, and you can spot the TNA fans and the indie fans in the crowd. Because sometimes you get like a real WWE only crowd, and they make a debut that has like a rich history, and the crowd is like, "Who?" They're like, "They won 25 world championships down in GCW. Like they're an indie legend. He's only 28. He's traveled the world." And you got the WWE fan like, "Who the fuck is that?" I don't know who this man is. I know who Trick Willie is.
Shout out Trick Willie in the building tonight, supporting supporting
Kenny Omega. What the hell is a Kenny Omega?
Rick, you got anything? You got anything you want to add useful to this before fucking Chano just completely goes into the sidebar of the century?
I can monologue, so please cut me off.
No, I'm dying over here, so I'm dying. He could keep going.
Listen, I would say
I will say I went to Raw in Brooklyn, and man, that was, depending where you sit, it's terrible. I will say I was in the nosebleeds.
I'm not gonna hold you. I'm a Knicks fan, so I hate the Barclays Center naturally, and I think it's a shitty stadium and a shitty arena. But guess what? They can't come to the Garden because it's the Knicks home opener. So I gotta go to the shitty ass Brooklyn, to the shitty ass Barclays Center, and go watch the Tribal Chief.
Oh my god!
But listen, I hate the Brooklyn Nets, and they hate me. It's fine. This is a trade off. This is the trade-off we gave each other. The Barclays Center is an eyesore. I hate them. I hate everything about them.
What the?
I'm also low-key bitter because the Nets are terrible and their ticket prices still won't dip under $20. How am I supposed to go to a Laker game for under $20 if the Barclays Center won't give it to me? You think James Dolan of the Knicks is gonna let me walk away? And more, Logan, I like you, but let's not ruin this. Let's not ruin this relationship we have.
MC, listen, the Motor City Machine Guns could definitely be a team that you definitely want to keep an eye on.
Wait,
I don't
Logan,
know if they're gonna go right there.
Logan, which bloodline? The new bloodline or the OG bloodline? This makes or breaks our relationship right now, Logan. Who are they beating?
Folks.
And now a word from my sponsors. He
said, Logan also did say, I didn't catch this when we were talking about Rhea and everything. Damage Control's next story is going to be joining Team Rhea at War Games against Team Liv. Yeah, Logan, you and me, man, we see the future. It's true. I think it's true.
I mean, Io's been in every single War Games match, right? For the women's?
Yeah, she's got to be in the new one, man. She's got to be in this new one this year.
Honestly, I don't know what's going on with that War Games match. It might be that 10 women's tag match that we saw on Raw. That might be a War Games match.
Oh no, I hope not. I mean, there's a lot of
I've never been so lost on what a War Games match is gonna look like, because the women's thing right now is a shit show. I was hoping the Rhea Liv storyline would end, for God givens, but I guess the referee Raquel Botch has given us another 6 months of this. So let's just buckle in, guys, and hope for the best.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Well, yeah, that was a sentence. That was a sentence that I heard tonight. God, Channel, why do you do this
me
to me all the time? Why,
Mike? Just Just let the guard down. It's okay. We'll eat the fines.
Just let the guard down. Listen, what do you mean?
We'll eat the fines.
We'll eat the fines. Fucking Prez is pulling off his best fucking. He's in SmackDown right now. He's probably watching fucking the dark match. He's probably got us on his phone like boring ass dark match with the fucking Nightcap bomb, bro. Just waiting to pounce when he gets back home and hit us all up. Fines for you, fines for Rick, fines for Chano. How dare you?
I'm just gonna get him a $25 gift card to Bojangles and hope that covers my fine.
Oh fucking hell! Yeah, I mean, hey, yo, I never had Bojangles, so you know. I guess,
Me neither. But listen,
it's
delicious. It is. It's delicious. I had it on a road trip. Definitely worth it.
You see, $25 gift card to Bojangles for the press to forgive me for all my diabolical schemes on every single episode of the Nightcap, because for some reason I'm not a normal person when I'm on the show.
I bring out the best. What can I say?
Mike drink the margaritas. I'm clearly feeling them.
Hey yo, like a tank, like a bull. You know what I'm saying? That's the chest hair, you know. The chest hair powers through all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man!
All right, how about we get into something else?
I just want to say you started the chest hair conversation.
I did start the chest hair.
I've been calm, diabolical. He took another sip of the margarita. He took another sip of the margarita. He was like, "You know what I got, guys? It's hair." Listen to the Nightcap audience. If you look for professionalism on this episode, just miss the ones that I'm not here, that I'm not on, honestly, because I'm gonna make you giggle. And if I don't make you giggle, please seek professional help, because I am funny.
Listen, he gets me every time, folks. He gets me every time. If anything, this isn't even a wrestling show. This is just comedy. This is pure comedy.
I'm telling you, there's somebody who watches the Nightcap.
What's in the syringe? What was in the syringe?
I'm telling you, there's somebody who watches the Nightcap episodes with their arms crossed just like this. I can't wait till he's gone. Writing strongly worded letters to the press. Do not let that Chano guy on anymore. If you're gonna bring anybody from them 4 sides, please make sure it's Martin. We only like Netram here. Or Brandy. Shout out to my guys. I love y'all.
Shout out to y'all. Much love. The one that makes them say, "Oh damn." The ever giving and ever taking host of 3 Count Trivia. That man will take you on a wild ride when it comes to the trivia questions.
1,000%. He likes making people frustrated and want to throw themselves off of tall buildings. Luckily, we have 0 casualties so far, but you know, it's not too early. It's not too late to change that. I might be the first one. If you hear local Staten Island man flings himself off top of the building with a note that says "fuck trivia," that was your boy.
That was your boy.
That was me.
Channel's in a silly, goofy kind of mood. Just being a silly goose. Yeah. Let me just go. Oh dear God. I mean, all right. Well,
KO Jumping Randy.
KO Jumping Randy. There it is.
Hey,
we're back. We're back, just like that,
baby. You know, Rick, it's mad funny. No, go ahead, Rick. No, you got this.
No, we'll let Rick take a shot here. Poor Rick.
It's like serious. Well, if you're just joining, Chana would definitely take getting beaten up by KO in the parking lot. He would gladly take Randy's place for the payday.
1,000%. I'd do it for 200% less than what you go
with
for.
with him jumping all these with KO jumping all these people, it better start setting up a parking lot brawl, right?
Oh, fuck.
We haven't had one of those in a while. Let's do a parking lot brawl.
Damn, that's valid.
You know what's diabolical? Randy says, "Don't worry, I'm gonna take care of KO." The next time we see Randy's on his back, just getting his ass beat. You're like, "Oh, thanks, Randy. You're doing a good job over here, buddy." Then it's mad funny. It's mad funny because
tour bus, like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Cody's in the care. Randy's gonna take care of it, not even knowing that Randy getting his ass beat at the moment. It's crazy because it's like KO's not wrong. He's really justified in like what he's talking about. Like to him, like he's been fighting the bloodline since the bloodline started. You know what I mean? So for you to be teaming with Roman Reigns, the man that I despise personally, that's a war crime.
That really is, though. You're not wrong. And it really is a war crime.
You know what I mean? And I felt like KO made so much progression as a character until he stopped going to therapy. Because people who go to therapy just say, "Hey, friend, this hurts me. Why would you do this to hurt me?" You know what I mean? Like, clearly he stopped going to a couple sessions. But I'm not gonna hold you. My favorite KO is the cuckoo KO. When the voices start talking to Kevin Owens, attack him, and Kevin Owens like, ah. Bro, it's
not the
funny.
Fucking kooky KO, the kooky KO. All right.
Bro, I'm telling you, my favorite KO is when he was beefing with Ezekiel. He's like, "You're not Ezekiel, you're Elias." He's like, "I'm Elias' younger brother, Ezekiel." Like, ah! I swear to God, bro, that was the only reason I was watching Raw. I would cut off Raw immediately after because I didn't care for it. But shit's mad funny.
Oh my God, dude. Listen. KO beat the shit out of Randy. It's over. Randy, that's it. Randy and KO's partnership, that's over with. Hopefully you didn't buy the RKO t-shirt. I will say no one.
I will say kudos to Triple H, because like unlike all his other turns, this didn't take 6 months to a year to get them to separate. Shout out to Triple H for making this a quick heel turn.
He could just switch from comedian to hater just like that, folks. Just like that.
I hate it. But this is facts, though. I'm still waiting on Austin Theory to turn on Grayson Waller. And Kevin Owens turned on Randy in a matter of minutes. It was like 20 minutes.
You're not wrong. We've been waiting for months for Waller and Theory to break up. They probably never
break up. They probably would never break up. I'm telling you. I'm gonna be 45 years old, walking Grayson to his high school graduation, and some kids gonna be like, "Oh my God, it finally happened! Austin Theory finally turned on Grayson Waller." I'm like, "What?" I'm gonna turn on the Nightcap. Gotta hear the professional breakdown.
Gotta hear the most unprofessional breakdown, dude. I mean, at least we're not like at least we have fun about it and we crack jokes and we're not sitting here screaming at the top of our lungs about how bad everything is in wrestling.
I'm not gonna hold you. Next time I do the Nightcap, I'm gonna do it in a robotic voice. I'm like, tonight's episode was fun. I enjoyed it very, very much. Cuckoo KO is my favorite KO.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, we've got more wrestling content after the Nightcap is over. At the conclusion of the Nightcap, we will be transitioning to Mouthing Off with Mike and the Wrestledream predictions. And guess what? Channel's not going anywhere, so you get more of him and me. Rick, so that's why I'm going to let Rick get some time here to talk about Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa's main event match tonight from SmackDown. What do you got, Rick?
Like I started this episode, which felt like it was hours ago. it started off with Jimmy in the ring, and definitely it built the story, where they were going back and forth. You also had Jimmy going through the halls talking to Cody. They kept building to this, and it was one of those builds where it actually worked. And then they get in the ring, and the numbers are going to are going to go on them. And the funniest thing about WWE is if it ends at 10 o'clock and the match ends 5 minutes before 10 o'clock, something's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So the numbers game caught up, and you had Jimmy, you had Roman come out, and Jimmy told him, we need to get him. We need to get him. And I love that part. They had the one line to sink you in the beginning and the one line to get you at the end.
It was incredible though. Like I've never, like it's mad funny. Like I wonder, like there was Roman in the back, like watching all this happen, because he had a high tight bun the whole day. Did he see like Jimmy getting jumped? He just undid his bun and just wet his hair real quick. Is that what takes my man so long to come out? You know what I mean? Like my man's hair was drenched, and then not only that, like he was strolling into the ring, and then when we got in the ring, he was on. My man just started flying with the Superman punches. I'm like, I've never seen this man cock up so many Superman punches to go on one shot. And Solo's just looking at him like, wow. You know what I mean? He's like, this is amazing. This is my cousin.
Oh my God.
It's just crazy, man. Like I'm telling you, give SmackDown like 8 years. It's gonna be full of Pacific Islanders just jumping each other until Raw invades. It'll be a big ass bloodline match. Yo, Jimmy got a son, Jay got two. Roman got the women's division on lock. He has nothing but girls, you know what I mean? This is a story that's gonna keep on going. The then, now, and forever, there's gonna be nothing but Samoans in like 45 years. I promise you.
We're gonna be fucking old and senile talking about in the nursing home, talking about back in my day we had Roman Reigns, not
I'm not
Roman Reigns the fourth.
I can't wait till I get dementia and Alzheimer's, because the first thing I'm doing, I'm putting back on the Bloodline Saga immediately. I'm gonna hit Cody Rhodes at a whole new angle, at a whole new age. 90 years old, like, oh, this Cody Rhodes. Just get your nose out this business.
Oh my God! At that point, you're gonna have Cody's daughter versus Roman's daughter, main event of WrestleMania for the Women's World Universal Mega Championship.
I'm not gonna hold you. If that was to ever come to fruition, then it's like the story just never ends.
In 20 years, when it happens, someone will find this. They'll dust off the old YouTube. It won't be YouTube anymore. They'll find this Nightcap's clip. They'll be like, "Holy shit! Those idiots on that show called it 20 years ago. That stupid idiot with the chest hair."
Yo, it's mad funny because it's like, there was a thing where Cody was talking about Jay's son. He was like, yo, if Jay's son ever want to wrestle, just send him to me. He's my favorite. He'd be my best student automatically. There'll be so much favoritism in the bullshit in this. It's insane. I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm like, Cody, you've been fighting these Samoans, and now you're going to help train them and raise them up.
Hey man, that's an old school wrestler mentality, baby. Green money is green, baby.
It's wicked, man. Wrestling is in. Honestly, if we ever hit lotto, or my lawsuit from getting jumped by Kevin Owens in the parking lot ever hits, what we should end up doing, we should start a promotion, some SPW, Samoans Professional Wrestling, and just hire as many of them as possible to go do a show.
The no selling on anything head, butt, or head related would be insane, dude. Every DDT, every headbutt would be no sold. Now, hear me out. Is it kind of like magnets? You know, like if you get two Samoans headbutt one another, because the whole wrestling lore is that they have harder heads. If they both headbutt each other, does it like cancel out? Is it like PEMDAS? Like it just or does one?
As soon as we get our first show booked, we're gonna have their craniums examined to figure out what's gonna happen and go on. Honestly, if they ever headbutt each other, I might just let the pyro budget go off. All $45 of my pyro budget is just gonna go crazy at that one moment. You go see me, Mike, and Rick popping them. All $45 of fireworks we got.
That we got from the tent down the fucking street.
And instead of
We had to cross 2
championship-
state lines to get these fireworks and shit.
instead of championship belts, we're just gonna have different color ulapalas. we just gonna let them go crazy. I'm telling you, there's enough of them. We have enough for a promotion. Yo, Jimmy and Jay ever become free agents? We just offer them equity. We don't got enough money to pay them. Just take the equity.
Get that equity, baby.
Listen,
we
we're
give you
ahead of the
stock
game.
rights, options. Don't worry about it.
Listen, we're ahead of the game. Instead of waiting for WWE to hire them, we're just gonna hire them. It's gonna be for Samoans by not Samoans. SPW, baby. The logo is just this big ass tribal art. Listen, that's the only way to do it. I'm telling you. We got to get ahead of the game. Lance on Hawaii is like the world champion.
I thought there was no world champions. I thought there was
The
just
world
different-
Ulafala. I'm telling you, they're still champions. It's just different color Ulafalas. The bigger beads to signify where they rank. Oh man.
I fucking ripped her. I fucking ripped her.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Brandon. I'm gonna send Brandon to tattoo school and tribal art tattoos. So if we start running out of them, he can just start making them.
No, that's the real business model. Someone better go learn how to do tribal tattoo work. We'll be rich forever, bro. We'll be rich forever. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we don't even pay our wrestlers. We just pay them in tribal art tattoos.
Listen, if you got tattoos, you know them shits are expensive. Everyone would gladly take them. Free
I'll give
fucking
you a
half
sleeve.
sleeve.
I'll give you a quarter sleeve for a 6-month contract. Bet. Yeah, there's a Pacific Islander watching this episode right now, but I can fucking hate these guys. But I'm working for y'all. Sign me up.
All right. Fuck. Listen. Hey, yo, listen. We're not done yet. Before Rick goes ahead and has sweet dreams of our Samoan professional wrestling promotion that we're coming soon, coming 2035 to a local venue by you.
Local
Rick,
gymnasium.
local intermediate school gym. A local taco fest or Oktoberfest, whatever we can.
Yeah, we can't even afford a ring, so it's just gonna be me, you, Rick, and Brandon is hoping up 4 turnbuckles in a corner.
We're just holding the rope as the 4 corners,
He just holding the ropes.
taking 4 sides of the ring to new levels with this promotion, ladies and gentlemen. We are the ring posts and the ropes.
It's fucked up because we holding the ring post. We can't even count the pin. We just gotta do it unison.
We gotta do it. We gotta do it like totem pole style. Like one person's on the top, and then I'm underneath, and then someone's on the bottom
we can
holding the ropes.
Yo, we'll find somebody in the crowd. We'll pay him a 6-pack of beer. Like, you are a ref for the night, buddy.
Here's a fucking jersey. Put that shit on. Let's go. I'll give you 3 cans of beer now and 3 cans after you referee this match for us.
It's not even a referee jersey. It's a Donovan McNabb jersey.
Why Donovan McNabb? I mean, I love the Philly Eagles legend reference, but why McNabb?
It's either that or a Jeremy Shockey jersey. Make your pick.
I'll take the McNabb. Rick, before Chano, I feel like I got gassed by the Joker tonight, and I'm fucking laughing my ass off. Rick, what do you got coming up? Where can the people find you?
I'm currently on X, Instagram, YouTube. I was actually talking to Mike before. God, it felt like forever. We're laughing so hard right now. I do Thursday night predictions on using Tecmo Super Bowl on my YouTube. We got some cool things kicking up, and yeah, we actually have our own Tecmo Super Bowl group too. So if you're wondering who to pick for the Sunday night game, follow me. I'll be sharing that shortly. It's we have a really awesome guy who's an Eagles fan actually. His name's Hank. He actually does commentary like Chris Berman. So highly entertaining. You won't be laughing as hard as right now, but you'll definitely appreciate it.
Rick, I'm telling you, it's just us. Everybody else is watching the show straight face. Like I hate him.
No, yeah. I mean, hey, look, we got a couple hundred of you hanging out with us here tonight. So make sure you go subscribe to Rick 8-Bit. Go follow Booking Like a Mark as well. Go subscribe to them, follow them and audio side, and of course subscribe to Rick 8-Bit. Rick, thank you for hanging out with us here tonight. Thanks for laughing with us. It was an absolute blast. And I'm sure the people will be seeing you real soon on the Nightcap. And make sure you check out 3 Count Trivia next week with our round, the mics, the main event mics versus Booking Like an 8-Bit. Rick, have a good night, good brother.
Have a good night, buddy. Yo, did Logan ever answer that question?
Take care, man.
Take care. I don't think Logan answered that question. Ladies and gentlemen, we are in what I would like to call overtime here tonight on Boom Broadcasting. Like you heard me say, we are officially transitioning here over to Mouthing Off with Mike, but we are still live on Boom Broadcasting. We are going to go ahead and give you our Wrestledream predictions right here on Boom Broadcasting, Mouthing Off with Mike, and Boom Broadcasting's Facebook. So don't go anywhere. If you want to hear the predictions with me and Chano, stay tuned in just one moment. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here on Boom Broadcasting, Mouthing Off with Mike. I am Mike. You just saw us talk for over an hour with Rick 8-Bit here, talking a little SmackDown. As you can see here, we got a little bit of a facelift here tonight. It is no longer the Nightcap. We are now officially on Mouthing Off with Mike. I didn't have the intro here, so no intro. That you usually get. But Chano, my man, thanks for joining me here with a little OT. I'm not paying you OT, so don't expect that in your check. That one's not happening.
I was about to be like, we're getting paid?
You're getting paid? You're getting paid?
Nitram pops up like, yeah, you have it? I'm like, what? What the fuck? What's going on?
Oh, man. We are getting things set up here. We're just hanging out. I'm gonna go ahead and start talking a little bit about we got Wrestledream coming at you tomorrow, Saturday, out in Tacoma, Washington. As you can see by the beautiful backdrop channel, I've put us I should say my lovely graphic artist, Mrs. Mouthing Off with Mike, put us in the beautiful mountains of Washington. So I guess you could call us mountain men here tonight for the Wrestledream predictions. That's true. It's true. I got the beard to show it. You know, it's looking like I've been in the mountains for a couple weeks. Don't worry. I'm gonna go see my man.
I'm not gonna hold you. I wish I would get stuck in the mountains. I'm trying to grow the patches in my beard.
Listen.
I'm close to 30. I feel like it's never gonna happen at this point. So my beard is my beard.
Oh my God! It continues, folks. It's just a marathon here of everybody. Thank you all for still hanging with us. We're gonna get into these predictions. What's going on? Always main event. Nate, yo, what up? As they like to say. Logan said all people don't believe in Shane McMahon showing up. Wrestledream. I'm believing in Shane McMahon showing up. Oh, what do you think, Chano? You think as your boy Nitram, Shane O'Leet, you think he's showing up at Wrestledream before we officially start predicting?
I would hope so when they go to a brand split that they desperately need. Listen, I wouldn't be mad at it. Who doesn't like Shane O'Mac? And what's a bigger FU to Vince McMahon than showing up on the rival company and running it and help run it and be involved with it. You know what I mean? There's nothing bigger. There's nothing real bigger than that. You know what I mean? I'm sure Vince will like roll over. He's not dead yet, but he'll roll over. You know what I mean?
I don't care. I don't care.
Family, it's just like, yeah, whatever he does. But at the end of the day, man, it's good for wrestling. I think not Vince. Fuck Vince. Shane has a creative mind for wrestling, and I don't think TK would give him full control. You know what I mean? But enough just for his input and just to make things interesting and spicy. And for the meantime, there's nothing wrong with that. We love Shane. Shane is wrestling royalty.
Hey, you're not wrong. Shane is wrestling royalty. I mean, the guy put his body on the line for how long? For how many different times? Let's think about it.
Not even an athlete.
Glass, the jumping off the top of the Hell in a Cell, getting just absolutely destroyed by Kurt Angle. Yeah. The guy, he's put his work in. I'm not mad at I don't know. I guess we're gonna have to find out. I guess you're gonna have to tune in to Wrestledream tomorrow for AEW channel. What do you say we get into the first match? So I don't know what this first match is. I'm about to show up. So let's just go into it here. We've got the Wrestledream match here with the 0 Hour, Atlantis Jr. and Brian Cage for the Ring of Honor TV Championship. It was also announced tonight on Rampage channel, Anna Jay and Harley Cameron in the 0 Hour. So Tony Khan still making matches while we're predicting them. Who do you got here, Brian Cage or Atlantis Jr.?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot Atlantis Jr. had that title. I forgot. I saw the graphic. I was like, oh shit, he did win the World TV Championship. Brian Cage, it comes back home. It comes back home to AEW.
All right,
maybe, hopefully.
I'm gonna say Atlantis Jr. retains it. I don't know what they got Cage doing right now, dude.
I don't know. It's weird. It's a little weird placement, but like I said, I'm not a Ring of Honor guy. I'm just used to TK putting his Ring of Honor champions on television all the time, outside of Athena. So I just forgot old boy was the TV champion. I don't know. Maybe it helps continue the relationship with CMLL. So maybe he retains. Maybe Brian Cage wins it. I don't really have a dog in this fight. Should be a good match though. Atlantis Jr. is nice. Brian Cage is solid. Good. Yeah, he's a solid guy.
Brian Cage underrated, I think. I think Brian Cage is a little underrated.
He is.
I think he's a pretty good big man.
He is surprisingly athletic. He's not slow. Like he's not like muscle big, actual slow. He's just big. He's big and fast. He's big, fast, athletic. Yeah, real underrated wrestler. Honestly, he's really the goods. I feel like AEW is a great company because if someone like Brian Cage was to come onto the E, he'd be buried immediately because they just wouldn't know what to do with him.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, so you're taking Cage. I'm gonna go with Atlantis Jr. Let's see what Logan says. Atlantis Jr. for Logan. All right, you guys can also make your predictions. We've got a couple of hundred of you watching across my YouTube, Boom Broadcasting's YouTube, the Facebook, and of course my Twitter. So if you got some predictions in there for these matches as we're going, don't hesitate to drop them in there. We might pick them up. We might not. I might, my ADHD brain, it's getting late for channels, so we'll see how long we can keep his dog in this fight here tonight. Let's talk about Swerve Strickland returning to AEW at Wrestledream tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view. Chano, you think we're gonna see the almighty Bobby Lashley tomorrow because of this?
It's leading into it. You know what I mean? I would kind of like Swerve to like address the Hangman shit immediately, but it kind of looks like that's put on a finite end for the moment. You know what I mean? I want Swerve to tell us how his chlamydia journey is going.
What was it?
a little callback, but yeah. I think my only issue with the Almighty coming is you kind of have to put over the Almighty, and I don't want to see Swerve lose another match.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I don't want to see Swerve lose. Swerve has built himself up to the point where he shouldn't be losing many matches in a general sense. But putting Bobby over would be great for business and great for Bobby, but it's not really great for Swerve, if that makes sense. It doesn't really do him. It doesn't really do him. It doesn't really do him any favors if Swerve loses.
No,
you know what I mean?
Do you think Swerve will turn his back on Prince Nana to join the Hurt Syndicate? with
Nah,
MVP Shelton?
listen, if Swerve is going to turn his back on Nana, I want it to be Stokely. You know what I mean? He needs a partner with Stokely. I don't know, man. It's hard. I don't want him to see him with the Hurt Syndicate. I don't want to see him with that. I'd rather see him with Prince Nana doing what he's doing, being a lone wolf, hunting down the world championship again, handling his business. That's what I want to see from Swerve. I want to see Swerve get back his world championship. I understand they gave it to. Understand they gave it to Danielson because the title needed Danielson more than Danielson needed the title. Danielson could have retired without being the world champion and would have not hurt him. But to have a wrestler on Bryan's caliber not be the world champion hurts the title in a sense. So I get it. The All-In decision was the right decision. It was the right call. I just want to see Swerve be in that main event title picture. And I don't want to see. So if you listen to me or see my takes when I'm on the show, I don't like wrestlers older than 45 wrestling. I just don't like it. Bobby Lashley, my man's touching 50. I told the guys on 4 sides, Shelton Benjamin is 50. I'll give Shelton Benjamin a pass because he can still move at a high level. But the moment Shelton starts showing his age, get him off my television. I don't want to see it. I don't want the Hurt Syndicate to be this group of 50-year-old plus men still trying to do what they're doing. Because at that point, just give me Jeff Jarrett, Chris Jericho versus Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin in a 3 stages of hell match. You know what I mean?
So how do you think this plays out? At least like kind of paint this a little fantasy booking or paint us a picture. How do you think this Swerve Strickland return plays out?
So I think Swerve comes out with Prince Nana. Everybody's loving it. They're talking about it. Then I think Swerve starts to address the things going on, with MVP and Shelton Benjamin. And then you hear Lashley's music drops, whatever it is. I'm assuming they'll give him something new, but something close to similar to his music. So
have to be. They're gonna have that drum that's gonna be in there for sure.
So it's not really a roundabout way you can get this wrong. You know what I mean? You see, the Lashley's gonna cut him off talking. No, actually, yeah, that's exactly what's happening. He's gonna cut him off talking, and then he's gonna get then he's gonna get his ass beat by Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
Anybody save Swerve? You think the Mogul Embassy returns? They reunite? Anything like that?
He has no friends.
Okay. I agree. I think that's how it's gonna play out too. If I were to give a prediction, I'd same thing. I think the only thing I'd say is that while Swerve's talking, Lashley comes out behind him and puts him in the hurt lock, puts him to sleep. That's my only thing.
It could be. It wouldn't be a wrong call. There's not a wrong way to book this. Basically, Swerve is returning to introduce Bobby Lashley. That's the bottom line.
Basically, that's it right there. You hit the nail on the head. Let's see here. I didn't even know this match was up next, Channel. This is one of me. This is a match made for me. 2 out of 3 falls. Hologram, the Beast of Muertos. Big fan of both of these guys. Hologram, as we've come to learn this week, thanks to Logan, Hologram is undefeated in singles competition. So a 2 out of 3 falls match against the Beast Mortos. This is a good one for me. I'm gonna give the win because he's undefeated to Hologram. But man, I said, Channel, make this a 9 out of 10 falls match. I'll let them go all night. I don't care. I'll let them fight all night. They can fight the whole fucking pay-per-view for all I care. I'll watch them sun up to sundown, baby.
You know why? Because you live in the West Coast, which is 3 hours earlier. So by the time it's 12, it's 9 p.m. for you, and you're just going, "Oh wow, it's getting late."
Ooh, wow, it's getting late.
Meanwhile, I'm just like, "Oh, I hate my life. Let this be over."
Meanwhile, you're watching it.
Yeah, essentially.
What do you got? Yeah. What do you got here?
I'll probably go Hologram. Help build some credibility for him.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I don't. A 2 out of 3 falls match. I think that's a low key match. It's an underrated match because it's a way, especially with some time, it's a great way to build suspense. Logan, you never answered my question. Who is Motor City Machine Guns going over? The old bloodline or the new bloodline?
Oh shit, he's on your ass, Logan. You're gonna have to give him an answer.
This determines our relationship, Logan.
He's only kidding, Logan. I promise you.
I promise you, I am. I'm a little silly. Yeah. So I got hologram this match.
All right, I got hologram. Logan's got hologram. I think everybody's taking hologram here. Clean sweep for
That means the
hologram.
beast is winning. That means Mordos is winning.
That means Mordos is 100% winning. Let's see. Here we go. Darby Allin laid down an open challenge, which was answered by longtime foe Brody King. I thought this is where we got the Lashley debut, but I guess they got other plans in mind with the whole swerve thing. Chano, who do you got here? Darby Allin or Brody King?
I got Darby. They're gonna start rebuilding Darby for the world title, and it starts now. That's exactly where this is. Darby's. When Darby wins the world championship, they're gonna talk about the WrestleDream match that solidified him as an actual contender for that belt.
Damn, that's a hot take right there. It's a hot
Listen,
one.
If you ask me who's dethroning Bryan, it's Darby. 1,000% is Darby.
Not Mox?
No. Even though there was some news that had me think about it. That Daniel is still, he's like, he's not waking up the same. He's feeling like he's losing like feeling in his limbs when he's wrestling. He's not losing feeling, but like he's getting weaker as the match progresses. And that's scary, man. That's scary. Like, and understand he wants to still give us some matches, like a couple matches throughout the year, but you might have to cut your farewell tour short. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, you're retiring to spend more time with your family. Make sure you have your extremities intact for your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, ultimately at the end of the day, you're doing this for our entertainment. You're doing this for us, the fans. And it would be a real disservice, and you would have to be a real asshole to want this man to still wrestle for another 5 years full time and risk his bodily functions. You know what I mean? Like he said he needs surgery. He needs neck surgery. And after he gets that surgery, he's not going to be able to wrestle for a while. That healing process is a nice long one.
If ever again.
If ever. So that match with Mox is going to be a physical one. That's going to be a physical match. I just want him to walk out of it one piece. That's all I want.
That's all I want.
So yeah, but my theory is Darby wins this match.
I think I'm gonna go with Darby here as well. I mean, obviously he lost his championship match at this a couple weeks ago.
Back-to-back matches.
Yeah, back to back, man. And you can't lose back to back matches. So I think you're on the money. I don't know if Darby dethrones Bryan. We'll get into it here a little bit later when we talk the main event, but I figure if there was to be something that would happen with Darby, I could also see him taking down a Christian for the world title. They've got history there as well. I could see that happening.
It could be, but right now, Darby beating Bryan for the belt wouldn't look right because he lost to Jack Perry at All In. He lost to Mox at Grand Slam, so he needs to rebuild himself and solidify himself as that guy. He's a main event talent for sure, 1,000% of the way. Like, even though Darby's a smaller guy, like risk taker, he solidified himself. Jeff Hardy-esque.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like it. Let's look at it here. All right, you got that title hanging up right over your shoulder. We got the AEW International Championship. The champ, Will Ospreay. Bruv, get your bruvs out. Get your beans and toast. What else do they? Some fish and chips. I don't know. You got Ricochet and you got Konosuke Takeshita. This is gonna be something special, Chano. Who do you got here?
I low-key hate this match. I don't hate it because of the people that's in it. I wanted to see a clear conclusion for Will and Ricochet, right?
Facts.
And I love Takeshita. Takeshita deserves all the gold, right? Takeshita has probably been most deserving for a championship for about maybe a year and a half now. He just deserves gold. So to see him implemented in this match that doesn't have a finale kind of makes me feel like Takeshita is going to pin Ricochet to save Will a little bit of face.
Damn.
You know what I mean? You
and Logan, you're on the same wavelength tonight. Damn, all right.
Logan, I'm still waiting for your bloodline answer. But yeah. we here though. Logan, everybody else, they over there, but we here.
They locked in. Yeah, I think that's good. Man, that's a damn good call. Takeshita pins Ricochet.
It's the
Ospreay and
only reason.
Ricochet continues.
It's the only real way to make this a reason to make this a triple threat is to save Will Ospreay.
Damn.
That's legitimately it. There's no other
You know what's
reason.
crazy? I was gonna say Ospreay retains, but honestly, you've sold me, Chano. You sold me. You sold me. I
Yeah.
think you're right. I think Takeshita
It's the
pins Ricochet.
it's the only reason. It's legitimately to me. It's the only reason. Because Takeshita just jumping into that match at the end just for a title match and making this a triple threat. There's no other reason for doing this outside of you calling Takeshita and you want to save Will Ospreay.
Yeah, that's it. 100%. This is a classic. This is a classic wrestling Booker 101. Just protect the guy. Have someone else eat the pin. Flip the titles around.
1,000%. Whatever happens with Takeshita afterwards, if they want a rematch, maybe Takeshita wins with the help of Don Callis. You know what I mean? Save Will a little bit. But either way, I don't see Will eating this pin. Will took his loss of the year when he lost to Swerve at Forbidden Door. That was it. That was the one loss he was allowed.
This also frees him up for the world title conversation.
It does. It definitely does. Well, Ospreay and Mox would go crazy.
It would go crazy. Yeah, a lot of clash of styles there. Big clash of styles.
That would go absolutely insane.
I guess we're gonna have to find out. All right, I'm going with Takeshita now. Channel's going with Takeshita. I'm going with Takeshita. Logan's on the same thing here. Our MVP of the nightcap.
You know what that means? Ricochet wins.
That means Ricochet wins. 100%. So far, this is the only women's match on the entire main card of Wrestledream. Tony Khan. We got a little beef that we're gonna have to discuss. They just made a match tonight on Rampage channel. You heard me say it. Anna Jay, Harley Cameron. We're not gonna do a pick for that. But so far, 2 women's matches, one on the pre-show, one on the main card. Mariah May defends the championship against Willow Nightingale. Mariah retains, huh?
Obviously. I feel like this is an obvious call. The most messed up part about this is Willow lost at the last pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And she's awarded a world title match. And then ain't that ass backwards? And you got Chris Statlander low-key going for the TBS title, and she won that feud.
Let's talk about it. Soraya was in the #1 contenders match, and she just lost 3 matches in a row.
TK's booking is baffling sometimes, man. It's a little awkward. It's a little weird and it's a little clunky. Like, I get it. Willow's your biggest baby face. Willow's arguably the biggest babyface woman in wrestling.
Yeah.
In general, you know what I mean? And so I get it. It makes sense. But from a logical fan perspective, why do people who lose matches deserve championship opportunities? They don't.
They don't.
I feel like they did the rankings for a month and they dropped the rankings immediately.
That was it. The rankings are back, everybody. The rankings are back. And then the rankings
for 2 months, and it was like they use it for like a title thing. Like, oh my god, yeah, this is gonna work for this, and they never brought it back. The rankings work if you're consistent with them, but they weren't consistent when they dropped. They fell off the face of the earth, and now there's nothing to look forward to. I mean, it is because the matches and the talent are still outstanding, but it helps with understanding of who's deserving and who's not deserving for a title match. There's a whole bunch of women on this division that deserve opportunities. And I'm not saying Willow doesn't deserve it because Willow's definitely a great talent, but she's lost matches. You're turning Chris Statlander face because her and Stokely separated randomly, super randomly. You know what I mean? Just because you wanted her in a feud with Mercedes, you still could have had Stokely there. Turn Stokely babyface. You know what I mean? So it's just,
I don't understand.
It's wacky.
Why
it's wacky.
they did that.
Bro, it worked. It worked really well. And it wasn't even like a fallout on television. It was like them in the back, like, all right, you guys gonna stop working together. And like, what? And like, it's rough. It's not like, it's hard, man, because I like Willow as a wrestler, and I believe she deserves all the opportunities. But as a logical fan, she's lost matches.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. I mean, I just don't like that she's on this losing streak, and then you're going to throw her in this title match, and we all know either one of 2 things is happening. Toni Storm returns and sets that up again with her and Mariah, or Mariah retains and that's it. I don't see Willow. I would love for Willow to win this, folks, but I don't see Willow walking out of here as the champion. I think Mariah retains and sets something else up here. Booking Like a Mark said he thinks Ricochet is going to turn heel and join the Don Callis family.
I hope
Mad
not.
at
Don
that?
Callis and that crazy ass screwdriver got to grow. Got to go.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm over it. Logan says Mariah May will win, and he believes Mina Shirakawa will beat Mariah May. Well, that's a hot take. He's been saying this for a few days now. It's a hot take.
That is a little bit hot. I will say this: if they feel like Mariah's reign is lacking, they're just gonna reinvent Tony Storm and just put the strap on her again for another 8 months.
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking happens here. That's what I'm literally thinking happens here. They're gonna just do it. They're gonna reinvent the wheel. They're gonna reinvent the wheel.
Like it works. It fucking works.
It works. Let's do it. Booking Like a Mark also said he thinks Britt Baker was supposed to be the challenger. Yeah, I think that's another
one. Another one that's not really deserving. She lost the TBS championship match on the last, like at All In. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why does she deserve a championship opportunity for the bigger belt? You know what I mean? Like, let's face it, the TBS title booking has been stronger than the Women's World Championship booking. Has been in more main events for a while now. No, even before Mercedes. If you look back, maybe 8 pay-per-views ago, the TBS when Julia Hart was champion, she was defending her belt later on in the card than Tony was. Tony was always the second. Tony was the second, third match.
That's a good name.
It is a good name. Julia Hart's definitely deserving for the world title, but I think her and Sky Blue are going to come back together.
Sky's out with that ankle injury.
Yeah, so I think they're going to come back together. I think Sky Blue is due to come back soon.
No, Julia Hart, I think, is due soon.
But ankle's only 3 months, 3-4 months. I feel like Sky Blue's been out for that time.
No, Sky tore her fucking ACL, I think.
She tore her ACL. I thought it was just an ankle injury.
Dude, she was out there that one weekend at that pay-per-view in full crutches and a knee brace, which made me believe that it was an ACL thing.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
TK got to start putting his wrestlers in some bubble wrap.
I mean, that's facts.
I thought it was just an ankle injury.
Let's see.
Yeah, it says broken. Last thing I saw was broken ankle.
Her career-threatening injury on AEW Collision.
I'll also see his broken ankle. And this was in July. We're in October.
An ankle injury. Yeah, that's a while. I mean, I don't know. We'll find out. I think Julia Hart's a good name to talk about, maybe showing up here.
Hopefully. I wouldn't be mad if Julia Hart wins the championship.
I'm not mad at that either. I think that would be the next step for her. TBS title run was solid. You know, she's been in the game for a little bit now. I could see her get the world title nod here in the couple of weeks. That's a perfect person to kind of throw Mariah off the game with the mist and everything. I'm not mad at that. Plays up the glamour gimmick. You know, she hits her with that mist, and now she's all, you know, the black mist. Oh, I'm not the glamour anymore, and she starts losing her mind.
I don't think TK is going to take the strap off Mariah no time soon, though.
He worked a whole last year to make that story work, so probably not.
That's what I'm saying. Like, to invest that much time into a story for a great payoff, to not give her some time with the strap. It's not like Saraya, where she got the win in front of a home crowd, and it was like, okay, cool, it is what it is. This, he actually built towards it for a really long time. So I think a minimum of 6 months for Mariah May, honestly.
Damn. All right. We'll find out Saturday. We'll find out tomorrow, because tomorrow's Saturday. I mean, it's about to be tomorrow in 20 minutes for Chano. Let's see. Let's talk about the AEW World Tag Team Championships are on the line. The EVPs, Nicholas and Matthew Jackson, defend against the team that I have been saying for 5 years should have won the tag team titles from this very team. We're finally getting it on pay-per-view for the titles. Private Party. Oh my God, is that Private Party? Versus the EVPs. Chano, what do you got here?
I'm still not a Bucks guy. I'm not a big fan of the moderately aged Bucks. Maybe it's the vest. Maybe it's the pump up sneakers. Yeah, middle-aged Bucks, moderately aged Bucks. They're almost 40. You can't call yourself young no more. You know what I mean?
They had to go that EVP route.
Yeah, but hopefully Private Party, man. I'm not enjoying the elite. I'm not enjoying the elite run no more. No. Maybe from the Bucks. Jack Perry, I'm still enjoying Jack Perry's run. He's still a douche, so it works. And I want to see more Okada title matches. So I'm just over the Bucks standpoint of this all. You know what I mean? It makes sense. They're great wrestlers, great heels, but in the grand scheme of things, I'm not a Bucks guy. Never have been a Bucks guy. I'm a Uso supremacist. So, so hopefully Private Party wins.
Hopefully Private Party wins. I'm right there, man. I want to see Private Party get the gold. They're one of those tag teams that in the early days of AEW with all the young tag teams and the Ass Boys got tag title gold before them. There has been countless teams that have gotten tag team gold before them. When these two have been deserving of them all along, they were right there. So I'm going Private Party. Logan's saying the young Bucks, or as Channel likes to call them, the moderately aged Bucks. We don't have to worry about we don't have to worry about Mike finding us. The EVPs might find us, dude. I heard that they were throwing a pizza party, pizza straight from Costco to boost office morale. So I don't know what that was about. That's
honestly hilarious. The gimmick works. I'm just not a fan of that. The gimmick works.
Fair. Hey, that's fair. Let's see. All right, you said his name, and here he is. Jack Perry, commonly and formerly known as Jungle Boy, going up against the wrestler. That's Yuri Shibata. Man had his brain taken out, put back in his skull. He's a real hooper, or whatever the kids are saying these days on social media. For the TNT Championship, Chano, what are you thinking here?
You know the reason why I like Jack Perry now? It's because he had them crazy ass sideburns, and he just decided to grow a beard to cover the sideburns. So now it just looks all even. You know what I mean? Before my man was baby face with the thick burns. Now it's just beard. I got Perry over here. I don't see Shibata dethroning Jack Perry. I don't know who's doing it, but it's not Shibata.
Who could dethrone Jack Perry? That's a great question for another day.
That's to be a super baby face.
Super baby face. Who would be a super baby face? There's a name I was thinking about the other night that I was like, oh, Hook. There it is. Hook.
Oh, that's kind of gross.
Oh, they got history. It works.
It's kind of gross. Listen, he's a New Yorker, and I love his dad, but I don't know how I feel about Hook winning the TNT Championship. I feel like TK has to send Hook to like acting school for 6 months. So
or Danny G. Danny
G. I like that. That'd be a good one.
That would be. I'm going to give the win to Jack Perry. Logan's giving the win to Jack Perry. Chano's giving the win to Jack Perry. And
Shibata wins.
And Shibata wins. Exactly. And the man with the bus keeps rolling on as TNT champion. Danny Garcia will be the one to dethrone Jack Perry. Yes, sir. Looking like a mark. You already know the vibes. My man is an intellect. We got the learning tree. Hi, guys. Hi. Chris Jericho. After telling Mark Briscoe that his brother, Jay, was the better Briscoe brother, he got himself a Ring of Honor World Championship match against Mark Briscoe. What do you think's going on here, Chano? Is the Nueve taking place, or is Mark Briscoe retaining?
I'm not gonna hold you because I'm gonna be away for that whole entire match.
That's your margarita match? That's
my margarita match. Oh my god. I do not care for Chris Jericho. So for the sake of God, Mark Briscoe wins this match. It's mad funny because it's in my head. Like, hey guys. Like it's in my head and I hate it. But like,
hey guys.
Jericho, hang it up, please.
Nah, please. I'm bought in on the learning tree thing. I'm bought in. They got me. He got to me, dude.
I can't wait till Big Bill just turns on him. It's gonna be glorious.
Oh, it's gonna be so good. It's so great when you see Jericho get turned on. I don't know. The Kevin Owens turn to this day was fantastic. I love when the Inner Circle broke up. It's crazy to think that all the things that I enjoy recently are things that have led to Jericho's demise. But nevertheless,
you're just like me, a Jericho hater.
One of us. Well, listen, I'm gonna give the win to Mark Briscoe here. I think Mark Briscoe retains it. I think this is a breaking point in this whole Jericho learning tree mentality. I think he's finally going to snap and start showing signs of crazy Jericho. I think we're going to get senile Jericho.
Samoa Joe comes back.
Oh, that's another good one. Has he finished filming Twisted Metal? That's the real question.
I don't know. Maybe hopefully they're in Tacoma filming so he can be right there and take a little break.
Talk about synergy right there. A little cross promotion right there, ladies and gentlemen. Right there.
In the
Logan
mask.
Storm Jericho. Oh my
that's
God.
gross.
I wanted him to come back with the twisty mask so bad, dude. I wanted it so bad. I talked about this when the show dropped. I used to love playing the Twisted Metal games. I'm sure you were right there with me. When I saw Samoa Joe absolutely nail this character, not even because Will Arnett voiced him. And honestly, Joe could have did the voice. Will Arnett was cool. But Joe really, man, and it's only a thing that pro wrestlers can do. He was able to convey the character with his body language, something that wrestlers do on the regular when it comes to selling. And man, he did a hell of a job, dude, with that show. He did such a good job with Twisty.
It's actually pretty funny. One of the trivia things one of the 3-count trivia things was a video game question. And Samoa Joe's done a lot of voice acting and a lot of TV work. And that was always crazy to me. Like, I never thought about it. Like, Samoa Joe, really? But apparently he's well loved and well respected in the video game, TV show industry.
The Justice League game, Kill the Justice League, he voiced. There was the Yakuza game he did a voice in. He plays himself basically in that game.
Yeah,
there's been countless Samoa Joe voiceovers and video games, and now with Twisted Metal. So I'm maybe Samoa Joe does come back here. That's pretty it's a pretty damn good shout, Channel. I like it. Let's take a look. What's the next match? All right. Listen, I'm telling you right now, I forgot what order I put these in, folks. We got the Hangman, Adam Page. Once again, Hangman, Chano and I begged the question. What was in the needle? Chano says chlamydia. I say something else. But he's going up against the Switchblade, Jay White. What do you got here, Chano? What do you think's going down here?
I swear to God, TK, if you bring back Jay White for a PBV, and he loses his first match back, I'm losing my absolute fucking mind. I'm turning off the TV for the rest of the thing. You already pissed me off at Full Gear last year when he lost to MJF. Like, I was heated. I was irate. I did not watch AEW for like a month and a half. I refused to watch it.
This guy over here, the Krusty Krab, is unfair. Tony Khan is in there.
I swear to God, man, I don't want to see Jay White lose his first match back.
No,
because what's the point if he does? Jay White is a top 5 wrestler in the world.
This ain't gonna end in a conclusive winner. Come on, you already know. Hangman can't lose. Look at
all that. Give me a Jay White misfeud on WWE. You know what I mean?
Listen, we can talk about it.
I love Bullet Club Gold. Bullet Club Gold is my favorite faction outside of the Bloodline. You know what I mean? The OG Bloodline, not that new funky shit.
Not that team move shit.
So like, Bullet Club Gold is my favorite faction. Like, I love Juice Robinson. He's a character. The Ass Boys, they are hilarious. You know what I mean? Like, I love these characters and they're heels. But if you're not winning matches, what's the point? What's the point to any of this?
That's it.
Build Jay White up again.
You got to do something with Jay, because you got a serious title contender for really just about any, the world title, of course, but also the international championship, the continental championship. You gotta put a title on Jay White. What's the only title he's had is the 6-man tag team championships.
And then you strip them of the titles because he I mean, they didn't. It sucks, bro. It blows. And the trio championship was man cool because they had every single version of the trio championship. They had the acclaimed one, they had the Ring of Honor one, they had the regular one. Bro, it was cool. It was a cool concept. And you strip that shit away from us, man. I'm tired of the Jay White disrespect. I'm sick and tired of it. He's nice. He's filthy. Listen, Hangman's that guy. Hangers is that dude. But do not have Jay White lose his first match back. That's all I'm saying. Don't do it.
Chano's taking Jay. I'm gonna say it right now, Chano. It's a time limit draw. It's a no winner. It's a no winner on this one.
Yo, TK and his draws, man. It's gonna be a draw. One of these days. Hopefully I meet him at a con sometime and be like, TK, why do you love these draws so much? You love blue balling me for half an hour.
Sean's going with Jay White.
Yeah.
Sean, host of Wrestling of Destiny. I don't know if there's an episode of Wrestling of Destiny coming out tomorrow on Boom Broadcasting, but if there is, make sure you check it out and check out his predictions for Wrestledream if he's doing them. I don't know. He's a busy man. He's He just got done with high school football in the North Carolina area. Go Grit and Grind
Oh, that's dope.
podcast on Instagram. You know, Studio 66 on the old YouTube. Yeah, I think a time limit draw channel. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great.
If it's a time limit draw, I'm texting you angry faces.
No, I figured I would expect to see some angry faces pop up on my phone. Let's talk about it. We've made it, ladies and gentlemen. We've done it. We're done it. We're almost nearing the end of this double header for the Nightcap and Boom Broadcasting and Mouthing Off with Mike and my Wrestledream predictions.
As you can see, as you can see, guys, I've gassed out.
I'm getting there, folks. I'm getting there. This is a marathon. I don't know how them fucking streamer dudes do them marathon streams and shit where they're going 24 hours live. I can never do it. I never do it. Let's talk about it. Main event. AEW World Championship. Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley. Chano, spit. What do you got?
Danielson.
Even
though Mox would be a 4-time champion, that'd be cool as shit. Maybe Mox needs a championship to push his agenda. You know what I mean? Maybe Mox with the championship helps propel his storyline, unless his storyline doesn't need the championship. But I don't want to see. I think didn't Danielson say he would love to retire in Washington?
Yes,
in his home state.
That's why I think he's dropping the title to Mox.
And retiring at that moment?
No, here's what's going to happen, bro. Here's what's going to happen. Both of these clowns are going to be down. And I say clowns, I'm not calling them clowns. It's just, whatever.
No, say with your chest.
Say with your chest there. Oh, there you go. I got him. I finally got him.
Oh, man.
Mike's fucking fines are coming, dude. There's one. There's another one. There's another one.
Listen. I'm already paying for my.
Still trying to get air. I heard Rick just text me, said I'm still trying to get air in his lungs. He laughed so hard. He made him laugh so hard his ribs are broken.
Listen, Mike. All I'm saying is I'm paying for my own $25 Bojangles card. You got to take care of your own.
I thought you had me, bro. I thought you had my back.
No, I can only afford $125.
Why is my name on the list, Channel? Why is my name on the list?
I can't even get the card. I have to send the money to BP so him to drop it off at Mike's house.
Weak. All right, listen. I think here's what's gonna go down. I think both of these two guys are gonna beat the shit out of each other. I think Christian Cage cashes in his contract in the bank. Walks out of there as AEW World Champion. Bryan Danielson retires. See ya. That's it.
That would be unfortunate. 2, I don't see that because the BCC is a gang.
That's
true.
What I mean?
Damn,
I forgot about the BCC.
They are a gang, and unfortunately for Mr. Senor Cage, my father, he's running. He doesn't have muscle at the moment, and unless the Prodigy doing something, they don't got the manpower to compete with the BCC. Nick Wayne ain't doing shit.
Nick Wayne's getting shit rocked, dude.
And Pac. Listen, Pac may be a short, stocky guy, but that man is an absolute demon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I forgot about that aspect. They already prevented him once. They'll do it again. Why wouldn't they?
Bro, they waited at him. They looked at him. He was like, yeah, I'm going to go that way.
Said, fuck this. I'm out.
You know what? I want to go to Bojangles. Nick Wayne, we out. Mama Wayne, we out of here.
We out of here.
Unless you see Mama Wayne pick up some muscle and she hits Claudia with an F5. You know what I mean? But realistically, that's not happening. Ultimately, I think Wheeler Yuta affects this match, and Bryan Danielson wins.
Oh shit! All right.
And then I get to see Danielson at Full Gear in November.
I mean, I said that the match in Washington was going to be Darby and Danielson. That did not happen. It is Moxley and Danielson. He's in his home state, Channel. Everything to me leads me to believe that this is it for him, especially that report coming out about how he barely could feel his appendages. Guy can't sleep at night. The neck's hanging on by a goddamn thread.
You know what's the fucked up thing about that? People be like Cody Rhodes. They post a meme. Cody Rhodes taught me how to lie, and I love to lie now.
It could be a lie. It could be a Cody lie. You know,
imagine he's at complete health. He's completely healthy. He's
I'd be
just
fucking
milking this
pissed.
shit.
I'd be
He just
pissed.
fucking milking this shit.
Nah, because that's like the boy who cried wolf right there. Because I hate that shit, bro. I hate that in the matches. The Danielson 5-minute, Doc looks at his neck, grabs his hand, make sure he can even he's living. Like it stresses me out, bro.
You know what it is? I've learned to I'm not a fan of technical wrestling, but I've learned to enjoy Danielson matches since this is his last hurrah. So I'm kind of taking it for all that it's worth at the moment. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm just rolling with the punches to be like, you know what? I enjoyed Danielson's last couple matches. I love the All-In match. The All-In match was a magical match.
Spectacular.
Like
a match
I was screaming in my house like 4:30 in the afternoon. They're like, "What's it, Marcus? Like, what's going on?" I'm like, "It's still going." Yes. Fuzz is going crazy. It's going crazy in the house, man.
I'm running around in a little circle, fucking like
he didn't get the reaction out of me at All Out, but All In, he definitely got that right. You know what I mean? So I'm enjoying his matches, and that's whatever it entails.
Damn.
So if he has to fake his death mid match to get a reaction out of me to get me full tears, so be it. I'll be there crying. I'll be there ugly crying. I'll probably jump. If I get the link to jump out, but like, right, this is what he did to me. He did this to me, man. Mox really killed him. He killed him. And that's a fucked up thing with AEW when they do violent spots. I don't know if they're joking.
Don't know if they're actually dead.
I don't know.
I thought at this point, I thought Hangman was gonna dead ass kill Swerve in that Hell in a Cell.
Bro,
or
I
the
swear to
steel
God,
cage. It was basically Hell in a Cell.
You see Swerve just twitching, and the TK is like, "Thank you everybody for the show. You guys have an amazing
Thank
crowd.
you guys so much for coming out here to All Out. It's been an amazing show.
Get him help him." See into the thing. CPR.
He does his classic TKO.
Are those rescue breaths? What the fuck, TK? Yeah, it's fine. Just send a waiver. TK, fucking save him.
Thank you guys all so much for coming out here to AEW All Out. It's been an incredible show. Make sure you tune in to Rampage because it's gonna be your time cop moment where you're gonna be in two places at the same time. I want you to go to an AEW Dynamite taping. When Tony Khan comes out, he says that exact thing every time, and it makes me. It's not like a bad thing. I'm not making fun of it. It is the funniest Tony Khan mannerism. Everything.
I've been there for the Dynamite. We went to Rampage. My cousin Tino, he's a big Acclaim fan, and this is like his first AEW event, and like the Acclaim was like the main event for Rampage, so we still like the extra 2 hours to go see the Acclaim wrestle. And I was heated because I had to go to work the next morning, and like my cousin's over here super excited, just scissoring everybody in the crowd like the whore he is.
Everyone's just, yeah.
If you ever see me at an AEW event, don't try to scissor me.
My man said, "Don't scissor me. I'm gonna use hand sanitizer. Don't touch me."
Listen, if you want, we can touch tips.
We touch tips. I'll touch tips. Hey, yo, I'll touch tips. What's up?
Listen, scissoring is where I draw the line, but when it comes to the maximum male models, I will touch tips.
No scissoring, but touching tips is A-okay with Chano. So Chano's going Danielson. I'm going to be different. I'm going to take Mox because I think Chano hit the nail on the head and said the agenda makes sense for Mox to win this title. And I think that's when we get the grand reveal of here comes the Elite and Shano Elite, as Nitram has famously dubbed him. Comes out, does his little, what
if the turn is it's not Shane and it's Vince?
I'm fucking off. I'm out. I'm fucking out. I'm calling up the FBI. I'm calling up the pay-per-view provider. I'm calling up the Jacksonville Jaguars helpline. Every day
Jaguars
for
helpline
a week.
He's like, I'm calling Trevor Lawrence. I'm calling Christian Kirk.
I'm calling them all. Jr. I'm calling Tank Bigsby.
What if Tank Bigsby? What if it's the No Chance music, but it's Shane O'Mac? Will that be the biggest crowd swerve?
I don't know. All right, so hear me out. Obviously, we know, Vince McMahon, ultimate human, terrible person, garbage human being. garbage human being. But the song is so good, so I wouldn't be upset if Shane O'Leary used it, and was like, "Yeah, it's my song now. F you, Pops. Go deal with your."
I'm not gonna hold you. I think that would be an insane surreal pop. For the moment, it would be a true what the fuck moment.
I don't know how I think the fans would be like they'd be split. Like one side of them would be like, yeah, and then the other side of them is like, oh no.
No, I think it's gonna be like, oh shit. I think it's gonna be an audible. And then we see Shane, everybody's like, oh, okay, it's the good McMahon.
All right,
it's a nice one.
Yeah, it's a good
it's
one.
Not senior, it's junior. Yay!
Yay! It's Shane O'Mac. Yay, we like him. Nah, because that'd be crazy if he even uses the McMahon name in AEW. That would be fucking nuts.
I mean, that's his legal name.
I mean, I obviously thank you, Captain Obvious. Thank you so much.
No. Because for the no. Because the longest time, I thought Cody Rhodes' actual last name was Rhodes. I thought they were the Rhodes family. No, it's Runnels.
It's Runnels.
I feel fucking lied to.
There's that Cody lie. There's that Cody lie coming into play.
I'm like, why would you change? I'm like, you're the Rhodes family. You know what I mean? Like Randy Orton's real last name is Orton. It's not like
right.
It's not like Orthodox or some shit. You know what I mean? It's actually Orton. So I thought that Eddie Guerrero's real last name is Guerrero. So you know what I mean? Like I thought he was using his real last name.
Shout out to Eddie Guerrero. Had us.
His birthday was this week.
Yeah, man.
Listen, Eddie's the absolute GOAT. I don't care when nobody says. Argue with your mama.
He is.
Eddie basically invented that style that everybody all loves now. That Japan Lucha Libre American hybrid style of wrestling. That's all Eddie.
Yeah,
1000%. That's all Eddie. He's really the GOAT, man. My favorite of all time.
I feel like he's even still underrated to this day. I feel like we're like, people
1000%.
don't really know like he was that damn good. Bro, it's crazy.
1000%. It's crazy because William Regal, he posted it the other day. It was like truly the best to ever do it really in the ring. And it sucks because there's so many wrestlers I would have loved to see Eddie in his prime go against. I would love to see a prime Eddie against Kenny, against Will, Bryan Danielson.
Fucking AJ Styles.
AJ Styles. He had a match against CM Punk. I do want to meet CM Punk so I can ask him about that match. One of my favorite things to do when I meet wrestlers is ask them about their favorite Eddie moment.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Matt had a good one. I met Matt Hardy like 12 years ago, 12, 13 years ago. And he had a real fun story. But yeah, man, Eddie's the GOAT. It was his birthday this past week. I was kind of somber about it. It slipped my mind completely. But it sucks, man. Eddie is truly one of the GOATs. Passed away too soon.
Too soon, man.
Truly,
Shout out to Eddie.
Truly.
I actually found out a couple years ago that Eddie was buried close by me in Arizona.
Yes.
And I actually went and paid my respects to Eddie, and it was very cool. Obviously very sad, very somber, but it was very cool to see that a few wrestlers or people in the area, Lucha Libre wrestlers, left their masks signed and wrote messages on them and left them at his grave. And it, to this day, man, I get emotional thinking about that. It was it was emotional. It just goes to show you the impact.
It was basically raised a generation. You know what I mean? Inspired a generation. He'll forever. It's like when a basketball player creates a moveset that the whole league uses. You know what I mean? Inspire a generation. Eddie inspired a generation. He inspired basically everything that we know and love today. Like Lucha 100%. Libre will always be Lucha Libre, but the way Andrade wrestles, a little thanks to Eddie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the hard style, Japan style, American style, to be able to do Lucha Libre without the mask. So, truly the GOAT, man. Eddie's truly the GOAT.
Chano, that's it.
More years.
We did it, man. We made it to the end tonight of the doubleheader across Boom Broadcasting. I'm mouthing off with Mike. We did an hour of the Nightcap. We did an hour of AEW Wrestledream prediction. So you can catch this. Not only you can catch this on Mouthing Off with Mike, you can catch this on Boom Broadcasting's YouTube. It'll be there. You can catch it tomorrow. This is the first of its kind. The Prez probably will never allow this again, so enjoy it while you got it. Chano, before we head off for the night and you go and have some sweet Wrestle Dreams. Tell people what's going on.
So, listen, guys. My name is Chano. I am from Four Sides of the Ring. Aside from the weekly podcast we do weekly, we also have game shows. The man that makes you say, "Ah, damn, it's NetRam." He has created Opinionated. I'm on every episode. Spoiler: I lose every single episode, but it's a good game show. And then right now we have 3 Count Trivia going on, which is basically if you think you're a wrestling fan that you think you have good wrestling knowledge, I want you to know that you don't. And that Ram will find you a question that will make you hate yourself. And then you have to go to therapy for you and your partner and ask him, why don't you know Brock Lesnar's sister's mother's maiden name from her dad's side, third cousin twice removed? Why don't you know that? You said you was a wrestling fan.
Classic Freddie Blassie's middle name.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And now you and your partner are in a one-on-one match orchestrated by Teddy Long in a 3 stages of hell match with me as the referee, and I'm not paying attention. I'm playing Wordle on my phone.
I just stabbed my tag team partner. It's over.
Yeah, and it's over. 45 minutes. Your tag team partner's already bleeding out. And I'm like, oh shit. Ring the bell, buddy.
You got that cathartic artery or whatever.
But it's clean because I didn't see it. But yeah, listen, man, I'm from Four Sides of the Ring. We do trivia. We do talk about there's 4 of us, technically 5. But we got different opinion, man. I'm a hater. I hate old wrestlers. I have a hot take about Randy Orton. He might be there, guys. He might be washed.
Oh no.
He might be
no.
washed.
We're not starting this. We're not starting this. We're not doing this.
But yeah, listen, there's 3 others that combat me all the time. When you can find us at 4 Sides of the Ring, that's 4 SIDESOTR. That's on Twitter. If you want to follow me personally, that is my Twitter handle, CHANCKO_. Do not find me on Instagram. I will not accept you and I will not follow you back. I post way too many pictures of my son, and I like to keep that separate. So if you do find me, you will be sitting on my request for the end of time. Some of you already found me, and I'm not accepting you guys. It is what it is. Twitter, okay. You find me on Facebook at Chance Perkins, that's fine. I'm a shit poster. And I don't post my son there, so I don't care. But Instagram, no.
No.
Don't fight me.
Shout out to Matumbo. Shout out to Chano. Shout out to Rick 8-Bit, who was on the Nightcap tonight. Shout out to all of you for hanging out with us for 2 hours here across what I would call the brand synergy of Mouthing Off with Mike and Boom Broadcasting coming together to make beautiful wrestling content for you. I am Mouthing Off with Mike. I will be back tomorrow after Wrestledream with the Nightcap. So if you're not sick of me yet, you probably will be after tomorrow night, where after the show ends, I'll talk about all the matches. We'll break everything down. We'll have a new panel of guests like always. But from Chano and myself, this has been Mouthing Off with Mike and my Wrestledream predictions. We're out of here, folks. I don't have any nice graphics to leave you with. So you're just gonna get to leave with this beautiful thumbnail that was created by Mrs. Mouthing Off with Mike. Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.